Say what you said.
Teamwork. What was it?
No, I said we learned that talent can't be sexually transmitted. I'm just sorry, but no.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Welcome to the latest thing on the internet. To my left, always bringing the banter. It's Puddy, the music maestro himself, DJ Matthews, and obviously the spiciest thing on the internet. It's Koi. Hey guys.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so SPAC Nation, sponsor us please. As you can see, we're promoting.
I hope they have a football team that they sponsor.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they should get into
what it's
sponsoring shoes. I mean shows. Sponsor the shows, yeah, send us something for you know what I mean. But if you do, obviously, as you know, send some for my production team, my DJ,
I'm actually
and everybody else. But listen, that dance is fucking massive, mate. Honestly,
Gigantic.
that dance is massive.
So tired.
Speaking of massive, Section Boyz, does that count?
That
was no, because there's a lot of people in the group.
I hear that, but
There's 7.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of big, whatever.
Big changes? No?
Yeah, let's go with that one. Section Boyz, guys. So, Section Boyz, they done a NFTR interview and they said that they have now changed their name to Smoke Boyz.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, no. So, one, then...
Wait, you don't like the name?
The name.
he introduced it like news and then he was like, what
no, because
in other news, Section Boyz have changed their name to
It's just the name though.
What
like
the fuck?
They make it, no?
But
they'll bring out a banger and then you'll be fine
Section
with
Boyz
it.
is such a cool name.
But someone
That's
took
a
it.
sick name.
But
Section Boyz.
someone's
yes.
taking it though.
And then
Is that what happened?
Apparently a close associate of theirs, I remember them saying close friend or someone they kind of knew anyway, so that's very different. But they said that person didn't trademark it but did something else, and then that whatever else is more powerful than a trademark because they trademarked.
I haven't heard of that shit before. I've heard of Section Boyz. Like, and Smoke Boyz, it's kind of like, it's one of those, you know how like 6 Lack likes to say that his name is Black? Like, let's be real, we're going to call you Section Boyz forever at the end of the day. And this,
know.
But this is the thing for me.
I think you're not really.
This is the thing for me that doesn't make sense to me. So they dropped their new tape, Don't Panic Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have a Don't Panic Part 2 for a mixtape that was made for Section Boyz? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, you're overthinking it, bro.
You can't have Section
It's
Boyz
not
Don't
that
Panic.
deep.
There's Smoke
It's not that
Boyz
deep.
Don't Panic Part 2.
It's not that
doesn't
deep.
make sense.
It's not that deep.
If Drake changes his name to Aubrey, he can't drop Scorpion
Yes, he
2.
can.
It doesn't make sense.
So what about Chipmunk? What about Chipmunk? He went from Chipmunk to Chip.
Yeah, he's.
I finished you because
Puff Daddy.
yeah, like
Diddy,
it's
Papa Diddy,
over.
Papa.
I feel like they're gonna bring out a banger and everyone's just gonna get on board and everyone's gonna support.
I don't know about the banger bit. But that's a little
I
bit.
tried to help. It's fine.
They've been gone. They've been gone for a long time. I feel like
I don't think it was worth it.
once you've been gone for a very long time, your
yeah.
banger credentials are on pause.
To be honest, they made lock off, so they can change their name to
I
whatever
think
they want.
Inch should have just gone solo from time. But then again, you can say everyone in that group could have banged solo.
Mr. Wiley has had an outburst on his Instagram, and he's gone at Skepta and Zeze. He said, "Fuck BBK."
He said they stole BBK.
Yeah,
from
Big
Big
H. He said Skepta was just Big H's DJ.
And that he shouldn't get gassed because of Drake. There was a lot of tea in that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't listen
But
to it.
Wiley always has these moments. And then he always says like one thing that's so childish. Like, I'm not talking to you.
Don't talk to me.
I'm not talking to you. No
Go and live happily ever after.
But can I just understand? So Wiley is literally just angry because Skepta's got to make a song with Dizzy after them two hate each other. Is that right?
After who hate each other?
Wiley and Dizzy hate each other.
I guess.
But the worst part about it is the song's actually hard. That's actually the piss take. The fact that the song is so good. I think it was one of them ones where like he heard the song and he was like,
Rah.
yeah, rah.
Without me.
No, there was more to that though. He said something along the lines of he tells people to go and work with Skepta and stuff. To be fair, do you need to be told to work with Skepta? But he says he does that and then Skepta they talk behind his back and say fuck him and pop or whatever. That could be massive paraphrasing, but It seems very personal.
I
It
think
feels
so.
like he's heard stuff through the grapevine about what they're saying about him. If someone you don't care about F's you over,
Shush!
get over it. Pardon?
Oh yeah, when Skepta
The timing was poor.
Oh,
when Skepta told.
sorry, you have to have seen
That's what I'm
that.
saying. They're brothers.
So you just made me remember that. That's
You
one of the
can't
funniest.
shush a man like that. That's not your brother.
Have you seen the video?
No,
Shut
I
that.
haven't.
Oh,
Man-
right, so you just think I
man
just
did
saw
a
you.
I
Goku.
literally just think he shushed me.
He
I'm
called
like,
on it.
what?
He called on the heavens to give him every spirit for that
Was
shush.
that Red Bull culture?
Shush!
Talking about moments.
I can shaku on the beat as well.
She can sing though. She can sing. I like the sound of her voice.
Do you know this guy made the sickest joke on Twitter?
What did you
Nah,
say?
because I even deleted the tweet. So
Okay,
now,
but it's been on
I
Twitter.
said you should have saved it for here.
What was it? Guys,
Say what you said.
teamwork. What was it?
no, I said we learned that talent can't be sexually transmitted. I'm just sorry, but no, like, listen. At the end of the day, the freestyle wasn't that good, innit? Like, listen, you guys.
Why did you delete it?
Huh? Because you know what? Yeah, after I tweeted it, yeah, like I saw mad think pieces that people coming up with people like, raw, like you know them. Oh, people are trying to drag the black woman down. Why can't she be talented? Why can't she whatever? And like apparently people are writing in the comments that she should slit her wrists and all sorts of madness. Do you know what I'm saying? So then that people were going in.
Why?
So then I looked at my own tweet and I was like, wow, I don't want to be bunched with these sickos. Like I just thought the freestyle wasn't good. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be bunched with these psychos that are saying all sorts of madness. That's why I deleted it.
I have a million. Why did the freestyle start with the shot?
That's
Mate,
how you
I was
you
like,
get the views.
I was like,
But I just
sis.
think
What
she was
do
just
you
having
think?
fun though.
I was like,
Yeah.
sick. And then the laugh at
People
the
took it
end,
too
yeah, when
far.
she threw herself back on it just was all like very.
But
All I know is that she's a pretty girl that can sing. I think she can
her
sing.
getting head loss made it worse. I think.
Oh, did
that's
she go
what-
mad on everyone?
Yeah, she started
She was
getting onto
cussing.
people.
You can't do that with
That's-
Twitter,
That's
man.
sure your rent has been paid.
That's the
and
other reason
all
why I
of them-
deleted my tweet as well. I was like,
You're not trying to catch no smoke.
Like she's on smoke still. Like
People
I don't-
think Huss is in prison. He's
Right.
not. He's proper not. He's just still injured. He's out for 6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Guys, so AJ Tracey, he made one of the most outlandish claims in the history of musicians using social media.
I'm done with you.
That is all so wild.
You haven't seen Kanye West?
What? Oh yeah, Kanye said
Yeah.
some mad stuff. But AJ Tracey, okay, it wasn't that outlandish. But he said that he believes he's the most versatile. I want to use the right words. Most versatile artist in the UK.
London.
Oh, in London. Okay,
London.
Cool. So, unfortunately, he doesn't have to battle with Bugsy Malone in this one. But
I missed.
your boys, the Bugsy Malone, have missed backlash to that statement. But yeah, I'm the most versatile artist in London. You don't have to agree with it. It's a fact. I guess. Don't know, but no, it's not a fact. So it just kind of opened up the discussion because I thought when he tweeted, I thought it was just gonna be one of those tweets that, you know, but people actually really opened up a discussion. I had real conversations about this and, you know, who they think is the most versatile. I saw people throwing out Chip
Yeah.
a lot into the conversation. A lot of people said Jay Huss. I think I saw someone say that he's only tweeting this because Jay Huss is in prison now.
Yeah.
Before we even get in depth with it, just say in one name, who do you think is the most versatile artist in London?
Cool, I'm going to go last there.
All right.
What? All right.
Yeah, I'd like to intro this champion properly.
Heels better be good for you to be going up.
For real.
It was an anti-climax.
No,
yeah?
it's gonna be one. Nah, it's gonna be one of those things that at the end it'll make sense.
She's gonna
Don't
be
worry.
like Rams.
Nah, come on, be
Oh,
serious. No
Um,
shade.
well, I'll go first. Mine is Dave.
Okay,
Okay.
respectable.
Mine is Doneo. Yes. Doneo. Listen,
Okay.
nobody can argue with that.
I
don't
hear
care what
that.
anyone says.
I am ready to argue with that.
Wait, what's it? You don't have to agree with it. It's
It's
a
a
fact.
fact.
I'm tired. Mine
Doneo.
is Abacadabra. How are you looking confused?
Because you said yours is
Who?
Abacadabra. Don't worry, let's continue.
No,
Go on, the floor's
You go-
yours.
yeah.
The floor's yours.
I'm ready. Alright, so let me just
Help
get up.
me
this-
understand
Do you know what it
this
is? Because, yeah, I feel like for you to be the most versatile, or like the most versatile in London, forget that, I'm just saying most versatile, right? Is because
Shuffling already.
No,
I'm not
School's in
shuffling.
session.
I'm not shuffling.
No, I'm ready
I'm
to
not
hear
shuffling.
this.
Listen, for you to be the most versatile, yeah, you have to be able to do these different things and do them well, right?
Agreed.
And like they have to be distinctly different. It can't be you doing the same thing you do on different instrumentals. It can't be you sandwiched between two other artists who are of a different genre and then claiming that you've owned that genre. It can't be that, which is where I think you both fall down a little. Like for me, if we just look at some of the shit he's done, UK drill kills that, Art of War, On Site, sing-song rap, like that whole singing rap thing. He slays that. War, Fuck Valentine, My Hood, Afro Swing, shit. Like, bro, we all recognize the time when he...
You just said 3. You only just said 3 then.
No, there's more.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. And then there's Afro Swing, yeah, Sherry Coco, and then there's actual just straight grime, like Hood Politics and Robbery Remix. And I feel like none of those...
Did you just say Robbery Remix is grime?
I feel like it is.
True.
But I feel like no matter what you guys say, I've given you guys 4 types of music that he owns and not doing the same thing on a different instrumental, but he actually does them really, really well. None of you can say you don't like what I've just said, like the songs he said.
You've given me 4 types of music that are extremely similar.
No.
You gave me 4 categories.
No, I don't think so.
Categories,
if they, no, I don't
2
agree.
of those categories,
I don't
drill
agree.
and what you claim to be grime.
I don't
very
agree.
similar. And then you said sing-songy rap and Afro swing.
You have to respect the differences in these different art forms, 100%. And I feel like he does them really, really well. And I feel like because he's only...
And that's the other thing as well.
I'm going to finish. I feel like he does do them very well. And I feel like what he also does is that he does them by doing something different each time. He doesn't, no shade, because I think obviously Dave is like incredible. And if I had a son, I would like him to be like Dave without the deets, yeah. But I feel like Dave, yeah, does Dave. Dave is a unique talent. He does Dave, but he does it over quite like similar like kind of instrumentals. I feel like no, he. But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. Dave is a unique talent, and wherever he brings himself to, that's a different thing.
Ask you a question.
Yeah, go ask me a question.
Is this because you took a picture with him?
No, it's not. You know, it's actually not. And we're gonna cut. It's actually not.
Definition of versatile: able to adapt or be adapted to many different functions or activities. Okay.
Which he's done.
Let me.
No, I'm just
look,
saying
okay.
he's done.
Doneo, okay. Doneo, firstly, when we're talking genres, yeah, you just gave me some genres that are very, very similar. Doneo has done R&B, he's done garage, he's
But
done
he's
grime,
only known
he's done
for-
R&B, he's done garage, he's done
What
grime,
is he known
he's done
for
funky
you?
house,
Funky.
he's done funky house.
I said, so
and-
my definition of versatility is being
Yeah.
able to do these and do them well and be noted for them. No shade to Deneo, but he's known for funky.
I'm sorry, but
He's known for funky.
if we're
Abra's
talking,
known
if we're
for drill.
talking, if we're
No,
talking,
but I feel
Abra's
like
known for
that's
drill.
down. I feel like that's down to the
We
to the
cannot-
young or
we-
how young his career
we
is
cannot
personally.
play that card because as a musician, Doneo is in a different stratosphere to Abracadabra.
No, but this isn't about. This isn't,
Abracadabra.
but that's
No, because you said doing it
versatility,
well.
you're
When
trying-
it comes
no,
to
but
doing
you're-
it well,
yeah, he does funky
when it comes to
extremely
doing
well.
no, not just funky,
But like I thought that, but that's what he's known for. That's what I know him for as well, and he does extremely well. None of the artists,
if
none
Doneo
of
was
the
to do a
artists
show,
that you said
if Doneo was
are
to do a
bad.
show
They're
today,
great.
if Doneo was to do a show today,
Are we asking for the best artist or the most talented artist? We're saying the most versatile.
Granted, some of the songs
Sorry,
are
shout.
collaborations, but if Doneo was to do a
Whoa.
show today, they wouldn't be funky house songs.
Okay, fine, but
He's
what I'm
got
saying,
Locked
but
though.
on the
He's
song,
got Lingual.
yeah,
He's
where he
got
has
Chalice that
gigs.
just
Oh my
came
god,
out.
Chalice is
He-
too hard.
Chalice is a fucking
Chalice is
banger.
too hard.
Amazing. But
Okay,
he-
can I just tell me, please, help me. Tell me a singer right now that could have done the Lockdo and
I'm
Lingo
not
for
saying
all
that-
those choruses
I'm
as
not
well as
saying-
Doneo done it.
Highly.
I'm not saying that Deneo's not talented.
No, wait, highly. He stumped, mate.
Anyway,
You fucking
what's your
stumped
point?
him, Mel.
No,
No,
you
I'm
don't
joking,
even let me
continue,
get my
continue.
through. Yeah,
I'm not gonna interrupt
able
you,
to
no.
be adapted to many different functions or activities. Okay, for me personally, when it comes to the versatility thing, yeah, I don't even want to hear you being discussed if you can't actually do multiple things musically in terms of actual. I don't want to
Like
actually
produce.
Yeah, I feel like
That's one type of
to
versatility.
you're going back to that. Skepta had a bar. If you can't MC, produce, and mix, you can't say you're the king of grime. So you're going. Off
yeah,
of that basis that you have
I'm on
to be
that.
able to
I'm on
do.
that
Don't-
energy.
don't be
I'm on
helping
that
him. No,
energy.
I'm not helping
I'm
him,
on
I'm
that.
just
I'm
saying.
on that energy that if you're gonna claim to, and I'm not saying AJ Tracey can't produce, because I don't even know if he can. But even just generally, Doneo hasn't just excelled. Doneo has excelled in every single aspect of music, yeah. and he's done it in every single genre. What genre has he not done?
Yeah,
It's not
but-
like he's
Not his own though.
Oh my
Not
God,
his
bless
own.
you. Every part
what,
of
not
you.
on his own.
It's not been
Yeah.
on his own, bro.
So
So okay, we all know that management, whatever. If they're trying to make you more mainstream or whatever, what do? They put you on stage with Taylor Swift. They put you on stage with somebody who's owning that fucking genre. Sorry for swearing. So like we know I know I do that all
you know
the
when
time.
Doneo's first single came out? His first
Listen,
single.
can I say something else?
1999.
Lit. And
1999.
and that's
That
what,
nigga like
wait.
Are you hearing this?
Can we speak about
Oh yeah,
Dave?
let's come to
Oh
Dave.
yeah.
Dave is versatile. Dave has done grime,
Yeah.
trap,
Okay.
pure as in pure rap,
Right.
conscious rap,
Okay.
sing-song melody rap.
Okay.
What have I not mentioned?
He plays the piano.
He produces, he plays the piano.
I don't know
he
what
produced-
Abracadabra does.
He
in his spare
produced
time.
his number, a song that went number one in the charts.
Yeah, like,
He produced a song that went
Like,
number one in
well,
the charts.
I agree with
When you
Dave.
said
Dave spun The Landlord.
when you said
on
Dave,
his own
When
album.
you said Dave,
He's very talented.
I was ready to listen to that conversation. Yeah, I can't lie. The Abra shout, it kind of rattled me a bit.
Yeah, I'm glad
really
that it rattled
rattled me
you.
a bit
Like, here's the thing.
because-
Can I just
Wait, what? Can
I
you just
break
tell
down?
me what you're taking away from Dave? That's what. I
Okay,
want to
so
know,
from
'cause we've
Dave,
had
yeah,
Donayo.
from Dave, I feel like let's not get it wrong. I actually really like Dave. I think he's super talented. He's one of my favorites. He's extremely talented. What he does, only he can do it. A bit like J Hus, only he can do it. But he does what Dave does. Like there's no like he's doing Dave. It's kind of like for me. It's like
What do you want him to
okay,
do?
wait, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying about
Is he a
Abracadabra.
chameleon?
But that's what I'm saying about Abracadabra. I'm getting a bit squeaky. That's what I'm saying about Abracadabra. Like how he sounded on Sherry Coco is so different to how he sounded on Art.
Why is that a
Okay,
good thing?
Because that's versatility, bro.
But
He's
you are
able
not- you asked the
to
question,
adapt.
let me ask you a question.
What's your
Let
thing?
me
He
ask you a
adapts and
question.
What was
shit.
my question?
Your question was, what do they do that Dave can't do? Is that what you said?
What?
I thought you asked what kind. No, I thought you said that. What? No, you said, what do you take from Dave? What do you take away from Dave? Is that what you said?
yeah.
That's what he said.
I take away from Dave, and I put Donayo over Dave in this discussion because Donayo can actually sing and actually rap.
Yeah, but
He can
What do you
do
mean
both.
actually sing and actually rap?
Vocally, Donayo is
Donayo,
vocally talented,
okay.
and he can rap as well.
Dave can freestyle.
You
We're
obviously-
talking like
I
black
feel
box.
like-
Okay, you've
We're talking like
definitely,
black box
you've definitely
freestyle.
not seen Donayo with Eddie Caddy and Lethal Bizzle doing a little freestyle.
Come
You
on,
obviously have not seen that, mate.
Let,
That is a
then let's
legendary
talk
clip.
about
No, I'm
man's
joking,
not
I'm playing,
hot
I'm joking.
while we're at it.
Man's
man.
not what?
ha. Everyone's having a men's
I'm
day.
tired, man.
Wait, guys.
Let me say this, yeah, because when AJ Tracey made that comment, I was like, you know
AJ
what?
for the-
I thought about it and I said, that's not a bad shout. And then I went through his discography and I was thinking, raw, he's jumped on a lot of stuff. Then I got to Grime now, I got to Spirit Bomb, then I got to Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
And then I heard the other Don on Thiago Silva and I was like, hold on, this is the same Dave that did Samantha.
Yeah.
This is the same Dave that did No Words. This is the same Dave
What was
that's just done
drastically different
Funky
about what he was
Friday.
doing on all those songs?
What do you
though?
mean what was
He was
drastic?
rapping.
This
He
is the
just
same
was
Dave that did
rapping.
Hangman. This is the same Dave
Yeah,
that
his
did How I
content
Met My
was-
Ex.
But this is very
content-
shocking.
This is the
his
same
content-
Dave that did Question Time. Are you
But-
mad?
but this is absolutely shocking.
His content
But
is
this is
versatile,
absolutely
cool,
shocking.
but what Dave does
Like,
on these
honestly.
songs, like he's
This
just
is
doing
ab-
Dave.
But
Like,
this
you
is
want him to
but
do?
this is
Dave.
absolutely-
How can you
Wait,
ask a man
first
to
of
jump
all,
on a
first
song
of
and be
all,
someone else?
first of all,
Is he a
can I-
chameleon
first
fan?
First of all,
This
can I
is
first of all,
absolutely
can I just
shocking to
talk to Dave very quickly? Dave, I mean, what I'm saying right
This is
now
shocking.
is not what you thought I would
I'm
say.
appalled.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
But-
I'm
Disgusted.
But what I want to tell you is that I do think you're extremely talented, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. Who would you say has a bigger profile out of Donayo and Abra?
What today?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably say equal. I would say Donayo might be. No, I think Donayo or equal.
What would you say?
Like actively right now?
Bigger profile right
Yeah,
now.
it's Abracadabra, man.
You lot are not respecting Donayo.
You
What?
saying you lot? I just asked the question.
I'm telling you,
100%.
Quays, not respecting Donayo.
No, okay, listen, Donayo, let me speak to you.
If
quickly.
you put,
I 100%. Woody, let me talk. I 100% respect what Donayo's done. Like 100%. This wasn't talent. I'm not saying how. This isn't how talent. I'm saying how versatile is this person. Donayo has a talent. He does not just one talent. Donayo's talented, but that manifests itself in a similar way each and every time.
Producer, like MC.
But that's your versatility. Yours is versatility of content. Like I just feel like.
Versatility is not content. Dave has jumped on different sounds
within
and
the same
excelled
genre.
in them.
He's jumped on different sounds within the same genre.
And he's excelled in them.
Yeah,
I feel like Dave versus Dave in every genre.
Dave has jumped on different sounds within the same genre.
Oh my gosh, so he's meant to yodel or something. Like you have to respect the different fucking manifestations of music.
The
like,
difference between
I think you lot don't know what versatility means. Let me check.
Bruv, it's about quality. It's about the quality.
I know you don't.
You're asking me.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
let me
sure you
explain
don't.
what it has
I
to
think
do
you
with
don't.
versatility.
I know you don't.
Let me explain what it has to do with versatility.
Okay.
Please.
Honourable
please.
mentions. Oh yeah, no, go. Yes, Baba. Anyway, honourable mentions.
Shout out Dave for going number 1.
Yeah, shout out Dave.
Honourable mentions. J Huss.
Yeah, no,
Dappy.
you said that's fine. Yeah, J Huss, Dappy. I think Kojo Funds is an honourable mention.
Yes, I think his latest project.
Have you not listened to his latest project?
Yeah.
He bangs like.
Steph as well.
Steph
Honourable
Rondo.
mention to Steph.
Look.
Do you know what?
I don't think you don't know what versatile means.
I know
You just
that.
gave the definition at the beginning, you Mel.
Then how is Kojo Funds not versatile?
What
He
you-
did 3 different genres on his tape.
It's honourable
What 3
mentions.
genres?
He did reggae on Song Cry, he did garage on Who Am I with Bugsy Malone, and he did rap on P&G.
Oh yeah.
At Retweet or Delete time, this week we have got Headie 1 featuring Notes, Issa Mood. We've got Zeze Freestyle by Mist, and we also have Criminal by Baba Crunch. What are we thinking this week, guys?
It wasn't a mood.
This
Yeah.
That sound kicking off.
is
Yeah.
a bad week for Retweet
Well,
or Delete. I can't lie.
Listen,
This is a bad Retweet.
let me even just bring up my points because
It was not a mood.
it's insane. Oh, let's just start with Issa Mood because
Okay,
yeah,
Issa Mood is
it's
not a
it's a
mood.
lock up.
that's not
He,
a good song.
I couldn't hear what he was saying. I feel like they were so focused on making it cool that they forgot to make music. Like, I feel like,
I
whoa,
see,
whoa,
no, do you know
whoa.
what? I see what.
Am I okay?
Here we go.
Am I safe?
Here we
Am
go.
I
Here we
safe?
go. Wait for it.
Can I
Koi.
see- can I
Wait,
finish?
wait. Let Koi have a moment.
Sorry, love,
Headie,
sorry.
I'm sorry. I really love you.
No,
Let it-
none of
go
that,
for
none of
it.
that, none of that.
Oh.
No, not in a dangerous way, sir. But not for that. Wait, so I feel like it was out of sorts with the instrumental. Like I feel like the way that they
agree.
flowed over it was just really discombobulated. And yeah, that's it for me.
Mad notes.
Yeah.
See, for me, the thing is, I feel like the feel that I got from the song was almost like they felt like because it's Headie and Notes, it's automatically a banger.
This one's gonna fly.
Yeah,
Actually, it is.
I
That's
thought
what
that.
it is.
I thought it's still gonna bang. It's still gonna bang. But
But
Nah,
and
it
whatnot
won't.
like that.
Yeah, but
Like,
it won't.
no, it's
yeah,
still
like,
gonna bang.
I don't
It's not
think.
gonna fly.
I don't think musically it's the best
But
I've heard
it's-
from
yeah.
either of them. And I don't know if this is a sign that Notes is getting overly saturated and doing too much.
No, it's
but
not
this
that.
isn't the best
I
that
don't
I've
feel
heard
that.
from Notes as well.
I-
No, like
yeah.
at all.
This is delete from me anyway.
Yes, delete.
They're mumbling us
all round delete.
Yeah.
What
definitely.
about what was you guys thinking about Zeze Freestyle by Mist?
I liked it.
I don't think anyone should touch that beat.
I think
I liked it.
people were saying that it's like really good, and I think it's okay, but I feel like the actual original track just set the bar so low that
Anything.
not anything, but people that are doing well on the beat is always going to look like this is how you should have done it because everyone else has done it so poorly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like imagine the first person missed the shot, missed the goal. So now anyone that puts it in the net, whether
What a goal.
it's do you know,
What a
it's what
goal.
a goal. It's not it's not top bins. It's a goal, but it's not top bins. But it's calm.
That's a great analogy. I heard.
Yeah, but Mr. Lost it though. Mr.'s been gone for a minute. I feel like I haven't heard any new Mr. in a while. So it was good to hear something. He hasn't dropped something since
He stopped
Diamond in the
traveling.
Dirt. Yeah.
Traveling. He's been in London.
He's
for
run
a
out of
bit.
location. He's waiting for January EasyJet sales.
Nah, I didn't say that.
Isn't this the most unversatile?
Oh my god.
Mist and Tion Wayne are the most.
But it's the most versatile music video
artists.
maker. Most versatile music videos, easily.
No, for it to be versatile, it can't just be in different countries. It has to be animation. It has to
different
be
countries.
like.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's got to be different.
You see when Twitter was going mad over Santorini, Mist must have been pissed. Like,
Yeah, like.
bruv, they got my next location. Damn it.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, there were some words that he said that I didn't quite get. What's black gassing? Okay. What does he mean by black Max Branning?
He's a black Max
He's a
Branning.
Max
Max Branning gets
Branning,
hella
but-
babes.
Didn't he sleep with his son's girl?
Still babes.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think he made it direct. Like if someone says I'm Kanan, it don't mean I'm gonna run up on my son Sean and shoot him in the head. Like it's just.
I love the way he came to us like we're genius.com.
Yeah.
I thought you
like,
guys
oh,
would
let
know
me
what,
just-
what he
Let me
meant.
just slip into my.
I like
my-
that he was
my
really talking
dictionary.
that shit. Like sometimes I feel like I like a song where they're just gassing. I like them occasionally. So
That's
I like
why
the song.
so he was black gassing.
Oh,
There you go, problem solved.
there we go.
Anyway, that tune is
That wasn't obvious. I asked you guys. Okay, cool.
it's a soft
It's a
delete.
s- for me it's a soft retweet.
It's a
It's a
retweet for
soft
me.
retweet.
It's a retweet
I went
all
back and
around
listened
there.
to it like twice, so yeah.
like
Last
it.
but not least, Baba Crunch Criminal. Me personally, I have a lot to say about this. I don't know. Let's go.
Nah, the
Let's go
floor's
you
yours.
first before.
Nah, I want you to open the floor.
All right, so obviously Crunch, he's an ex-member of PBGR. Yeah.
I don't know if it's X. I don't know.
Oh well, as far as I know, I don't think they're doing music anymore together. So that I may be completely incorrect on that. And if I am, then all good. But yeah, he's part of PBGR / ex PBGR / ex Bomb Squad as well. I have with this song sort of the same thing that I said about Charlie Mace. Like, these are guys who I prefer them rapping and doing a certain, like just going ham.
But
know,
they don't
giving
get
us
the
bar.
accolades.
But
when
they're
they
not
do
getting
that.
the accolades. Like they had PBGR had one of the best mixtapes probably to ever come in the UK. Do you know what I mean? And they didn't
Black
get the
market.
accolades that was deserved for it. So I understand, because I spent a whole episode saying Movie of the Times. I understand why he might make a song that's leaning towards what's current,
Swingy.
but I prefer him. I would prefer it if obviously he stayed barring. But you know, he gave us a little bit at the end though, towards the end. It is a retweet for me, but at the same time, I still think there's space for some bars, man. Like let's stick to that.
Yeah, I liked how amateur the video was.
What?
I like it because I feel like right now a lot. I feel like
I
listen.
think the visuals were clean.
I feel
it was good,
No, I
like-
feel like they're a bit amateur. I feel like compared to what we're seeing, like guys, there's been moments where we've literally been like, wow, that video is so sick. Like I feel like videos have moved. Like they're really like fucking amazing now.
Extravagant.
And that was a bit, you know, there was some acting in it. It was like, yeah, I liked, but I'm saying I liked that.
So you mean
Stripped it down.
Yeah,
so
I
you mean
like that he's-
simplistic then?
No,
Stripped it
it was
down.
amateur. I liked it.
Amateurs.
Yeah,
hard.
that's an
Amateur's
insult.
not-
Amateur's an insult.
I don't
Like,
think so. I like the fact that it was. I like the fact that it was raw. I could see the acting faces. I can see it. Or anyway, I liked it. I'm sorry if y'all don't get it, but I liked it. I like the song. It's a retweet for me.
Yes, a retweet.
I
for
liked
me.
it.
I like the song. I get your sentiment. I want to see him barring, but you don't get the recognition when you do that. So it is what it is.
Baba
You're
Crunch.
just gonna have to trap mash soon as well. At this rate.
Yeah, let's see this.
Oh